moving on to kitchen renovations, and if a few of you are still kind of caught on the overall renovation price of that last property, you did dining room, den, dining room, hall, family room, kitchen.
Front entry, addition, yeah, big renovation for sure.
There's a formula though. Apparently there's always a formula. We have a brochure, we're going to tell you about that. But the overall costing, so if you have, say, a $250,000 home, a kitchen renovation may cost?
About $25,000 to $50,000 is the rule of thumb. So anywhere from 10 to 20% of the home value is just a nice starting point. Again, it's not exact by any means, but it's a good starting point for what the cost might be.
But it depends. Oh, that didn't go well. It depends on the finishes you choose.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you set me up? You set me up for that.
You deserve it.
So you wanted to talk about granite and quartz. Clearly durable.
Yes, they are very durable. So granite is a slightly lower price point, which is nice, but it is a natural product. The porosity of the granite is greater than it is of the quartz. So the finish, you have to maintain the granite is what that means. And it's a natural product, so you're gonna get fissures. Every piece is unique, whereas the quartz is a little bit more consistent in nature. The trend that we're gonna talk about is the movement towards a marble look. Marble is very expensive, much more than granite. So the granites that they're picking now are looking more like the marble. And the quartz that are coming out, this is Cambria quartz, but you can see it looks very much like a marble product.
They're all individual pieces.
Yes.
I thought they were glued. No. So tell us about this.
Okay, well, this is the quartz, so no maintenance, zero maintenance, which is fantastic, and a pretty good price point. A little bit more than granite, but significantly lower than the marble.
Who knew you had to maintain granite? We just were chatting about that in commercial break. You should be doing what regularly with your granite?
Just sealing it. Yes, it's porous, so it's going to hold nasties in there, and you want to clean it really well all the time, but also seal it.
Okay, so make sure your granite is sealed.
Yeah.
We have so much on the list that you wanted to get through.
I'm excited.
I don't know about you, but I'm fascinated by the fact that these drawers have clear plexiglass sides. Do you really want people to see the junk in your drawer?
Well, you know what? For the little guys, they can peek in the side there. But it's actually real glass, not even plexi.
Oh.
And this is a bloom box, so one of the higher qualities. The great thing about it is that it offers a square edge interior so that you get maximum space.
Might we turn it so Chris and our viewers can see?
Take my notes out of there.
There we go.
Yeah, so you can see the square edge in here. So oftentimes you have a curve in there and you lose space in your drawer, or the drawer is in tighter. So the really thin profile mechanisms, quiet rails, the bloom design, and then the glass is the trend. And I'd like to be able to explain to you the trend. I don't really know why, but it is very popular right now.
Good. I'm glad that the organized people can subscribe to that trend, being the trend. Okay, we wanted to get to the doors, but I made you show the drawer and all of our reminder notes of what you wanted to cover underneath. How about we chat about cupboard doors?
Sure. So the cupboard door on here, because people will want to know, is a walnut slab, which is really beautiful. Solid walnut, a little bit of a transitional handle on there. Transitional is the style for 2016.
Well, let's peek at that.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
Transition, well, I'm going to actually refer to it as we go along, but it's taking traditional and moving it forward towards contemporary and transitional look is what we call that. Still, the highest end door is the acrylic door. They're beautiful, but the new trend there is the edging, the two-tone edging. Isn't that cool? So
hold that steady for everyone so they can see. So the two-tone
edging. And then white in acrylic is still the most popular, the high gloss white. But the trend in 2016 is to a more of a matte finish. I love that. I think the high gloss white is a little bit more difficult. You can see the fingerprints on, especially in a darker color. With the matte finish, you don't see that at all.
I think it's hysterical that we talk about the trend for 2016 because most people live with their kitchens for about 20 years.
So you want to spice it up.
So the matte finish.
Yeah. And then we've got a different product here. We've got the, I got to look, I'm sorry. Constituted, so reconstituted wood. So it's like a wood particle, much like the Silestone products.
So it's not real wood.
It is real wood, but it's bits of real wood, and then it's laminated veneer on top. We have about half the price of wood.
Good to know, and it looks even better now that you say half the price of wood. We have about 20 seconds left.
I'm just going to show a couple of quick little things here, little details. The most popular door out there is still the shaker door with the square edges, the 5-piece door. But if you put a little finish in there, and someone in the office here was saying that they painted their doors dark from the old orange oak. If you finish that and put a little trim in there, it hides the details. but it really jazzes it up and
Great.
looks great.
So I guess the bottom line is if you choose shaker, you're never
Yeah.
out of style. Is that true?
It's true, and you
Okay.
can modify it as you go.
We're out of time, but we
Dang.
could go on and on about kitchen renovations. And your word for the day, once again, Steve Barkhouse, was,
Porosity.
there we go, Patricia. That's one for Scrabble.
Good to know. My kitchen's gonna look blah when I get home tonight, I'm telling you. Thanks, guys.